Hello students, I am Saili Rathod from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management ICEEM Aurangabad. Today I am going to teach you the video number 16 of Digital Electronics whose subject code is CAC 204. So in this video we are going to cover the topics combination of logic functions, manipulation with Boolean algebra and De Morgan's law. Okay, so friends, in the previous lecture we have studied the basic laws, that is the Boolean algebra laws of digital electronics. These laws are very important, which consist of the AND law, OR law, inversion law. So we have seen the basic Boolean algebra laws in previous lectures, and we have also seen how to implement the laws while solving the equations or while solving the digital circuit. Now in today's lecture we will see the De Morgan's law, and we will see how to manipulate any Boolean circuit by using these laws. So let's start with today's topic. Here I have listed the topics that we have covered in previous lecture. We have seen the commutative law, associative law, distributive law, inversion law, AND laws, OR laws, NOT or inversion laws. So all these laws we have covered in previous lecture, and these are very basic laws, so you all are expected to know all these laws, or you should by heart all these laws. So now let's move ahead to the combination of logic functions. Okay, now why we are seeing this? As we have seen the previously all the basic laws, now in this combination of the logic functions, you can get the clear idea that how to solve the logic equations by using all these basic Boolean algebra laws. So what is combination of logic function? When more than one logic function is used, the order in which the logic function are to be performed must be defined. Okay, so when we have to use one or more logic function, for an example, in this circuit you can see there are two gates, one AND gate and one OR gate, and we have three inputs A, B, C and one output Q. So this is nothing but the combination of two logic functions or two logic gates. As with ordinary algebra, Boolean equations can include brackets to define the order in which the operation are performed. Okay, so you have studied the BODMAS in mathematical operation. In that, the first alphabet B stands for the bracket. It means while solving a particular equation, you have to solve initially the bracket, means the first priority is given to the bracket, then addition, and then the other operations. So unlike that, in the Boolean algebra also, while solving the circuit, there is a particular method. So we will see this in this combination logic functions. The logic circuit opposite contains an OR and AND gate and logic function connected together. Okay, so as just now I have explained this, two gates are combined here. This could be written as Q is equals to A plus B dot C, but this does not indicate the order that the and OR operation should be performed. Inputs A and B are first ORed together, and the output of OR function is then ANDed with input C. So inputs A and B are first ORed together. What does it mean? First, the inputs are ORed together, means the OR gate is operated first and the output of this OR gate is then ANDed with C. Okay, so let's see here. First, these two inputs are ORed together, and then the output of this will be ANDed with the C, and then you will get the final output. So this is the sequence of operation. Now why this sequence of operation? If you are given only this equation, from this equation you will get confused that how whether we have to perform the OR operation first or AND operation. But if you have given this circuit, then you can get the clear idea, as the output of AND gate is nothing but the output of OR gate. Sorry, input of AND gate is nothing but the output of OR gate. So it must be clear that you have to perform first the OR operation and then the AND operation. So this logic you can develop only by using this circuit. You cannot get this idea from this equation. The Boolean equation for this circuit is therefore Q is equals to A plus B in bracket and then dot C. Okay, so from this circuit you can write this equation. Now simplifying the circuits with Boolean algebra. One of the reasons for using Boolean algebra is that it can be used to simplify a logic circuit by removing redundant terms to produce a circuit that requires fewer logic gates. So why do we need the simplification of Boolean algebra? Because if you have given a complex or a very large circuit which consists of so many AND gates, so many OR gates, so many NOR gates, are you getting? I mean to say, if the circuit is very much complex, then you have to simplify the circuit and you should reduce the number of gates to be used for that particular circuit. So for this purpose, you have to first solve the Boolean algebra, solve the Boolean equation, and when you will get the simplified equation, then you can draw the circuit for that particular equation. So the complex circuit and the solved equation or the circuit of the solved equation, both will give the same output. Only the difference will be the number of gates used for the circuit. When manipulating a Boolean expression, the AND logic function can be treated in the same way as the mathematical operation of multiplication. The OR logic function can be treated in the same way as the mathematical operation of addition. Okay, so when we have studied the AND gate and OR gate, I have explained this, that for the AND gate we have to use dot, and this dot is nothing but, or it is similar to the multiplication. And for the OR logic function we use the plus signature, and this is nothing but the addition of the gates. Sometimes it is necessary to expand equations in order to simplify them further. Okay, so many a times when we want to reduce the equation, we have to solve the equation, but before solving the equation there is need of the expansion of equation. For an example, if you have A, B plus C, okay, you want to simplify this equation, but first what you have to do, you have to expand the equation. That is, you have to A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. So this is nothing but the expansion of this equation. So this point I think you have the clear idea. Now the manipulation with Boolean algebra. Now we will see how to manipulate the Boolean algebra or Boolean equation. In the same way as it is possible to take out a common multiplication factor in ordinary mathematics, the same can be carried out in Boolean algebra. Okay, so it means that the similar method that we use in mathematical calculation or maths, the same rule you can apply here. In the example here, A is a common factor that can be taken out. Okay, so this is the left hand side. Here you can see in both the products A is common. So while solving the algebraic equation, you know that you can take out the common A and you can write the other variables like B plus C, and if you cross multiply this bracket by A, you will get the same output like this, left hand side. So this rule is same for maths and the Boolean algebra. So a dot b plus a dot c is equals to a dot b plus c. Now the second point is, it is possible to expand functions such as the example below using standard mathematical rule. Okay, now see this equation. The left hand side is a dot in bracket a bar plus b. So how you can solve this? You have to expand this equation. So first you will multiply a dot a bar, then plus a dot b. Okay, so you have to multiply this a by each term, a into b, a bar and a dot b. So you will get this right hand side. Now how to simplify this equation, or if you consider the above equation here, you can see it is a dot a bar plus a dot b. Now the law we have seen in previous lecture, we have seen the AND law, that is a dot a bar. If a variable is multiplied by the inversion of itself, then the output is always 0. So we know that a dot a bar is 0 plus a dot b, a dot b. Okay, so anything is added with 0, then you will get a dot b. So this is the final equation solved for the given equation. So these three are just like the mathematical calculation. These are the basic rules, but these are very important while solving the complex circuit. Now let's move toward the another manipulation with Boolean algebra. Two logic identities used in simplification involves multiple variables. A plus a dot b is equals to a. Okay, so this we have seen in previous video, that is if we have not seen these two equations. Here two equations are given and we have to you can simply say that we have to prove these both equations. So first equation is proved here and the second equation is proved here. Now what is the first equation? A plus a dot b. For this you can write a, but how this a comes from? Now consider this equation. For this equation, a plus in bracket a dot b. So in both the terms a is common. So what we can write in place of this a? In place of a, we know that a dot 1 is nothing but the a. So we have replaced this a with a dot 1. Now the equation becomes a dot 1 plus a dot b. Now in both the terms the a is common, so we can take out the a. So what will be remaining? 1 plus b. Now we know that if anything is added with 1, like 1 plus b is 1. This rule is only for the Boolean algebra. So we can write 1 in place of 1 plus b. So here a dot 1 and anything dot 1 is nothing but the a. So after solving this equation we got a. So thus we have proved the first equation. Here what we have done, the reverse engineering. Here the equation you have to just manipulate, or simply you have to apply the logic that what we can take out the common term or how we can solve this equation to simplify it. Now we will see the second equation, a dot a plus b is equals to a. So for this purpose we have taken the left hand side, a dot a plus b. Now again here we have cross multiplied, we have multiplied the bracket with a. So first term will be a is multiplied by a, plus A dot B. We have simply expanded the term. Now we know that A dot A, in case of Boolean algebra, it is A. So we have written here A, and A dot B is as it is. Okay, and as we have just proved above that A plus in bracket A dot B is nothing but the A. So here the equation is written as the A. Okay, so thus we have proved the second equation. So this equation is equals to A, and this equation is also same to the first equation, and thus it is equals to A. So this is the manipulation with Boolean algebra. Now manipulation with Boolean algebra, we can solve a complex circuit by using the same rules we have studied. So first example is use Boolean algebra to simplify the logic circuit opposite. By inspecting the circuit, it can be found that its logic function is. Okay, so now for this circuit diagram, we have written a logic equation. So how you can write? First we will see which are the main three gates: this OR gate, this OR gate, and this AND gate. So first consider this OR gate and take the inputs. Now what are the inputs? The first input is coming from A, but it is inverted, so here you get the A bar, and the second input is from B, which is again having a NOT gate, so this is B bar, and both the inputs are given to the OR gate, so the output of OR gate becomes A bar plus B bar. Now for the second OR gate, the inputs are A and this is from B. There is no NOT gate, so directly A and B are applied to the OR gate, so we get A plus B, and this output is given to the third AND gate. Now for the AND gate, first input is this, second input is this, and the third input, it is coming from A. Okay, so middle one is coming from A, so we have to AND the three terms: A bar plus B bar, A, and A plus B. So we will AND all three terms and we will get the final output. This output is written here. Q is equals to A dot A plus B dot A bar plus B bar. Since A dot A plus B is equals to A, this can be simplified to Q equals to A dot A bar plus B bar. Okay, so as we have proved in previous slide that anything is multiplied by same term plus another term, means A is multiplied with in bracket A plus B, so we can write it as equals to A. So if you compare this equation and this equation, you will find some similarity. So you can write the complete equation as Q equals to A dot A bar plus B bar. The terms can be expanded to give. Now this equation we have to expand, so simply cross multiply the simply multiply the bracket by A. So first term will be A dot A bar and second term will be A dot B bar. Now we know that A dot A bar is nothing but 0. So we will write 0 in place of A plus A dot A bar and the second bracket as it is. Okay, now anything is added with 0, then you will get the same term. So A dot B bar will be the final output. Now for A dot B bar, you can draw this circuit. Two inputs A and B. One input is given to AND gate and second B input is first inverted and then given to the AND gate. So you will get Q is equals to A dot B bar. Now this manipulation is very important because this circuit, first we have written the equation for this, we have simplified this by using these steps, and we got the final equation as A dot A bar, and for this we have drawn the circuit. So this both circuits are same. We have just simplified the circuit by using the Boolean algebra laws. So this is one example. You can solve as many problems as you can. Now we will see the De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's theorems are used to help simplify a Boolean expression and can be used to eliminate long bars that cover several variables. Okay, so De Morgan's theorem is very important for what? Wherever in any equation you will get so many bars or so many inversions, so at that time De Morgan's theorem can be applied to reduce the number of NOT gates or reduce the number of bars. So we will see the rules for De Morgan's. De Morgan's first theorem can be stated as A plus B whole bar. If any AND gate is having a bar, means A or B, sorry, not AND gate, OR gate. If this is the OR gate having two inputs this is a OR gate, this is A, this is B, and here there is a bubble, means we have inverted. So if it is inverted, then you can simplify this gate, and in place of that you can write A dot B bar, and you can separate the inversions. So remember this rule, A plus B whole bar, then you can split the bar to both the terms, but you have to convert the OR symbol to AND symbol. And opposite to that, the second law states that A dot B whole bar is equals to A bar plus B bar. Here also we have splitted the bar and we have just interchanged the dot symbol by plus symbol, that is AND gate by OR gate. These theorems can be remembered by the phrase break the bar and change the sign. So this is a very important tip for you. What is De Morgan's theorem? Just remember this quote, break the bar and change the sign. Okay, so this is the De Morgan's theorem. Now we will see some examples of De Morgan's theorem. One use for De Morgan's theorem is to simplify Boolean equations that contains inversion bars across several variables, so that only single variable inversions remains. The example is simplify the Boolean equation so that only single variable remains. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to break all the common bars and we have to take the bar to a single variable. So see this first equation, here there is a common bar to complete equation. So the complete bar is given to two main brackets. So we will split this bar and we will change the symbol. So in place of this dot, we will write this plus symbol and we will split the bar. So after splitting, what you will get? Two brackets, this one and this one. We have splitted the bar and we have changed the symbol, plus in place of dot. Now I will not read this equation, you can just visualize or you can solve this equation by your own in your notebook. So you will get practice to it, you will get hand to it. Now break the bars and change the sign between the variables. Again the same rule we have to apply to next equation. So here the bar is completely on this bracket and the symbols are plus symbols between the three terms. Now change the symbols, we have written here dot and we have split the bars. Now A got 2 bars, B got 1 bar and C got double bars. Similarly the same rule we have applied here. Split the bars and changed the symbol to AND from OR. So we will get the third equation. Now finally, as we know the inversion rule, A double bar is nothing but the A. So applying this rule here, this A is having double bar, this C is having double bar, this A is having double bar, this C is having double bar. So remove all the double bars and simply write A here, C here, A here and B here. Okay, and B is having single bar, so we cannot remove the bar. Just write the B bar as it is. So the final equation we got is A dot B bar dot C plus in bracket A dot B dot C bar. So this is the final solution or simplification of the given example. So De Morgan's theorem is very easy to solve. Just remember, break the bar and change the sign. So this is about the De Morgan's theorem. We will see another example. Here again one example is given. The other use for De Morgan's theorem is to convert an expression so that it only contains a single type of logic function. So here example is given. Simplify the Boolean equation to use only NAND gate. So we have to convert this given equation into what? Into an equation which will be having only NAND gate. So in this equation, as we know, plus symbols are there. It means it consists of some OR gates and one dot is there. It means there is one AND gate. So by using the De Morgan's theorem, we can convert it into the NAND gate. So first break this complete bar and change the symbol. Add a double bar above each half of the equation. Sorry, we do not have to split the bar and change the sign. Here another method is given. We have to apply double bars. Okay, so here you can see in this equation here, you can see two bars are introduced below the complete bar. So this you will get the clear idea in the next equation. So what we have done, add a double bar above each half of the equation. This has no effect on the meaning of the equation but will help us to simplify it. Okay, as we know that A double bar is nothing but A. Means if you apply two bars on any variable, this will not change the equation. The output will remain the same. Now break the bar and change the sign between the variables. Now we have to break the bar. Now we have to go from downward to upward. Now we do not split the uppermost bar, just split the bar just now we have implemented. So in this case here we have splitted the third bar and we we got the equation A double bar dot B bar dot C double bar complete bar dot A double bar dot B double bar dot C bar complete bar, and these both equations have AND gate between them and a bar above them. Now again simplify the equation, remove the double bars in this equation. Okay, so here A is having double bar, just remove the two bars. C is also having double bars, so just remove the double bar. Here and here also there are two bars above A and B. So after removing this you will get this equation. Okay, now in this equation you can see there are only NAND gate, means there is NAND gate between this bracket, there is a NAND gate between these two brackets. Again after that there is a NAND gate between these three inputs A, B bar and C, and there is a NAND gate between A, B and C bar. So this is complete one NAND gate, this is complete one NAND gate, and there is again one NAND gate between these two brackets. So this is how we can implement the De Morgan's theorem, and we can write the equation by using the NAND gate. Okay, so I think the basic concept of De Morgan's theorem is clear to everyone. Just important thing is break the bar and change the sign. Okay, so in the next lecture we will come up with a new topic. So till that, keep studying. Thank you so much.